What's going on, everyone? Daniel Rodriguez here. It's time to review Feed the Beast Season 1, Episode 7, titled Tabula Rasa. Spoiler review. Make sure you have seen the episode. It should take me about 2 minutes to recap and give you the pros, cons, and final score. Thanks again for joining me. No word on Season 2 yet for Feed the Beast. I'm really hoping that they end up picking it up. It's an awesome show. David Schwimmer and Jim Sturgis are just the best. I love the world that they've created. I don't think there's ever been one episode this season that I've hated. I think I've enjoyed every single episode so far, whether it's good or it's great. Never been bad. Let's get on to this episode. A lot of crazy things happen, especially that very heartbeat ending where it gives you a heart attack, and we'll get into why. That was a very big ending. So no customers are going in because last week there was a shooting in front of Rio, and Tommy asked Dion if he was cheating with Ree, and he denies it. Now he says it very smart, where Dion, where you actually believe him, oh my god, we thought this whole time they're cheating, but actually it was just all in Tommy's head. Now, this cop confronts Patrick, and the cop is, of course, Dion's lawyer, her father. He's the cop, of course, he's been for weeks. He ends up confronting Patrick, and they have the guns in the elevator straight up at each other, which was very, very, very good opening, also very intense. Dion talks to Dante, and Dante claims that Dion stole his recipes, that without Dante, Dion would not have been the man he was that day, or today. And Dante's a famous blogger, so they're going to him for help. Can you please spread the word out for people to go to Rio? It doesn't work out. So TJ's mural, whatever you call it, mural, something like that, with the art stuff and all that, it's ruined. Andre ended up ruining the whole artwork of his mom, which What gives a kid time to go, and was it paint or was it spray paint, something like that? What gives him the time to go through the whole wall? Nobody heard him, nobody saw him. When did he find the time to do that? It doesn't make any sense there, but he ends up ruining the mural that he ended up having. So Andre is suspended. Patrick offers Dion a job, and he's get out of Rio. We're going to build here. We're going to make millions here. And you know what? In a year, you'll be free. You won't have to pay me anymore. You won't have to pay me anymore. All that sort of stuff. So, right when Dion opens the Rio, he's getting a job offer from Patrick saying, you can pay me back in a year and you'll be free. I want you to work for me. I want you to be my chef here. So, it's a beautiful backdrop of the city, and it's all that. And he says, I'll think about it. Well, you have 24 hours. Guess we'll see next week what he is going to end up saying. I think he'll probably say yes. And it'll lead that's what I'm saying. It leads to a Season 2 arc. If they end up doing a Season 2, this is where it will be going. Now, from that, he gets his cocaine back as well. TJ's cleaning this gun because his grandpa is obviously showing him the gun all the time, so gotta be prepared. TJ's gonna kick some ass because TJ is a badass. Tommy and Pilar, they have a little date going on in the rooftop, and it's very cute, little childish teenage stuff, but whatever. Dante's at the Rio, and they threw their food away, so they're making food all over again. Literally, they just threw all their food away, which was really sucky because, first off, it's his restaurant. It's Dion's restaurant, and this may be a law or something, but if it's his restaurant and it's their stuff, just give the food to the workers and let them take it home. You know what I mean? Just give them the food. Don't throw it away. You don't have to throw it away. You take it home. Some people don't have food to eat. Give it to people. I don't know. Do something. Just don't throw it away in the trash. It'd be a waste then. Anyway, that happens, and they're making the food, and he wants dessert, and they make dessert, which is, he gets the food out of the trash, and he makes this chocolate, almost not really chocolate souffle, but he makes a chocolate dessert, which was very smart. I honestly was just oh my god, he actually made it work. Dion's very smart about that. So anyway, the cop's daughter had a tooth under her pillow. They just kind of shoehorn that in, you know what I mean? It feels too shoved in. It doesn't feel like it was needed for the episode. Maybe the beginning of the next episode they could have put it there, but it feels too shoehorned in. Now Tommy and Dante are talking, and he liked it. He put it on the blog. People are starting to call the Rio, so now they're going to be back up in business. But all of a sudden, Dante's, and then they're buzzed, and Dion comes in, and, he's like, all right, Tommy, let's go. And literally, right when he's talking about, Dante's talking about Dion when he was young, or a few years ago, and he was like, man, that party, and you had that other chef, right? That I don't remember what he said, but that black girl, oh, the fine ass and all that stuff like that, like the other chef. Obviously, he's talking about Ree. And then and there, they make eye contact, and that is one of the best endings I have ever seen in any TV show for an episode. It was just that tension where he looks and he's like, oh, like, really? Like, you know, like you lied to me. You lied straight in my face. I apologize, all that. I made me look like a fool, but no, I was right the whole time. And Dion's looking like, fuck, I'm busted. That's it. That basically splits, like Captain America and Iron Man. It splits them and the Avengers is done. That's how it's going right now. So overall, let me give you the pros for the episode. First off, I love the ending, straight through and through. Dion is awesome. Jim Sturgis, just his method of cooking and the food, and just what he does in this episode simply amazes me on how he does it. He's even scared to talk to Dante at first. Like, we've never seen really Dion scared, and like, I don't know, man. You know, we just never see him like that, so it was cool to see a part of that. The food, of course, all the food he made was awesome. The octopus, actually, I don't eat octopus, never have, but it looks pretty delicious, I'm not gonna lie. It looks a little crunchy, not so bad. The acting, again, like I say every week, and it's true, all the actors did an awesome job. There's not one bad acting job. They all did a fine, well-rounded job. Tommy and Pilar, I like those little cute moments every now and then, because, you know, it's fine. It's fine to have a little love connection there. And Tommy has gone through a lot of shit. Pilar has gone through a lot of shit. It's, you know, they fit so perfectly well. And that's why last week when Pilar slept with Dion, it just didn't feel right. And this is where they need to be. They need to stay right there and connected. Also, the cop and Patrick in the elevator, guns pointed to each other. Another freaking intense moment for the show. Very, very, very grounded. It was pretty awesome. And they're threatening each other and stuff. And it was fun, but the whole when his daughter found the tooth and all that, that's where the cons come in. It felt too much. It really did. Oh, also, and another con, it was awkward with Andre, because remember Andre calls TJ and he's like, I hope you heard that. Like, what do you say? Like, your mom's a bitch or something. Like, he used a bunch of curse words, and I was like, okay, that's too far. Oh, not about the kid saying bad words, but where did they get the phone number? Where did you get the phone number? And like I'm saying, like, that's too far. Who's writing this now? Like, everything else is fine, but that part right there, it feels shoehorned in, that scene too. Hey, you know, your stupid like your artwork, huh? We got your mom, bitch, and like, you know what I mean? Like, it felt too much. You didn't have to go that far. So anyway, those just felt shoehorned in. That's basically the only problems with this episode. Overall, I thought it was another great episode, so I'm going to end up giving this episode 4, Feed the Beast, Season 1, Episode 7, Tabula Rasa, a B+, man. This is my second B+ I've given Feed the Beast. I believe everything else is an A-. Again, great ending, great opening, great acting, a lot of fun ideas, a lot of good entertainment in this episode. Very unique, very different, a lot of comedy at points, not really, but little comedy. It's fun to see TJ work and, you know, doing his handshake with the other workers, but just shoehorned in scenes that kind of ruin the moment every now and then. Comment down below, tell me what you guys thought about this week's Feed the Beast. I'd like to hear your thoughts. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like, and if you want to see more content, you could always hit that subscribe button. Look down below, see the shows I review. Do not forget, I am reviewing Mr. Robot Season 2 when the premiere drops, and week after week after that. Thanks again, love you all, bye bye.